Backyard.
That's what
AAC. We're serving Zavala's barbecue. This is live. Unbelievable.
Golden, brown, and delicious. That's what we all call you.
So excited. This month we have none other than Lockhart Smokehouse. James and Jill, what's going on?
What's up, man? Thanks for having us.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Like, you have to understand, you're kind of like one of the OGs here in Dallas for barbecue.
Right. I mean, it's so weird to think about that we've been in Bishop Arts for 14 years. Like, when we came up with the idea of bringing Central Texas barbecue to Dallas, there wasn't a whole lot of barbecue out there. Like, Pecan Lodge was in the farmer's market and it just opened, and it was, you know, Sonny Bryant's and Dickey's and a few other great OG Dallas places, but nothing that was truly Central Texas barbecue.
Yeah, you were like the leading charge of the wave now. And like, if it wasn't like, and I tell people all this time, like yourself and Pecan Lodge, like if it wasn't for y'all, like none of us would have an opportunity to be here in DFW.
Well, and the great thing is now DFW has a barbecue scene, because before
Just
people would be like, you know, I'm coming to Texas and there's no place to go in Dallas. Well, now you can go everywhere in Dallas and there's so much great barbecue.
So what's the first thing that we're gonna get going today?
So what we're going to do today is the pork belly sliders, and we got a homemade cranberry jam along with a apple and celery slaw. We just got the couple of things already ready for it, and then we're just going to show you how to put it together and our process for it.
Awesome. So we'll get the pork belly out. We'll get all that stuff going and kind of talk through how you smoke it when we come back.
Break the silence before the words they get away. Now I'm here, now you're there. We walk in circles till it's clear. This feels like everything we need.
All right. So we got our pork belly right here. I've already marinated this one for a couple of days in a vacuum sealer. I like to do that so it just kind of penetrates the flavor really well.
Do you like to cut it down to about this size?
Yeah, for home use, you don't really need a whole lot of it.
Yep.
Everybody knows, you know, bacon, pork belly is pretty rich, right? So you don't want too much of it. Put it over, give it the rub again.
You can always tell it's a good rub when you can smell it from over here in the distance, right?
Yeah, getting a lot of the pepper,
Yeah.
you get the sugar on there.
I love sugar.
All right, and then we're gonna place it in the smoker over here. So how you want to do it really just depends on the kind of smoker that you have. I like to place the thickest end closest to the fire so that it cooks a lot more evenly.
So like a question I have, like do you do a cold smoke like you would do sausage on this thing, or are you just like cooking it all the way through?
No, we're just doing a hot smoke all the way, but we are doing it kind of low and slow. So the thing is, with the cold smoke, you know, obviously if you had already cured it and cooked it, then that would work pretty well. But for this one, we like to really render that fat and get everything really soft and tender. We're not going for that bacon texture, right? We're going to put it on a sandwich and
Okay,
it all the way through.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't want to say firm, but just a little touch,
exactly.
like you're eating some kind of like steak of some sort.
Basically, yeah.
So question, how long do you like to smoke? What temperature you like to smoke, and what are you looking for when it's done?
So it's always going to be a little bit different depending on the smoker you're using. I like to use a mixture of mainly oak. Sometimes I'll throw in a little bit of hickory or apple depending on what I'm doing.
Apple?
Yeah, so apple's good with the pork, obviously. You know, match made in heaven, right?
For sure.
And then as far as the temperature goes, I usually stay around 225 to 250. Just depends on how much color I want to get or how aggressive the smoke is on the day, depending on, you know, Mercury in retrograde or the seas are receding, you know, the smokers act different.
Didn't hear this, and I apologize if you already said it, about how much time?
It depends on the size and the temperature. It could be anywhere from 2 hours to 6 hours.
Perfect.
If you're cooking a whole belly, it's about this big, well, you're probably looking at 6 hours.
So that's about, let's say, 3 beers an hour, you know, about 18 beers.
Well,
18 Lone Stars gets you through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to let this go, and then I guess we'll check it.
We'll come back here usually about every hour or so, or if you got one of them fancy thermometers like these and Wi-Fi, stick it on in there.
That is right. We'll be back.
So building a sandwich, right? You can do it however you want. You can put the saucy sauce on the bottom. I like doing it this way. I like to taste the cranberry jam first.
We want the James way.
There you go. Me too. No chef says he doesn't want it his way, right?
That is true.
All right, get that on there. We'll start slicing this up. And about how much or how thick you put on there is entirely up to you.
Look how beautiful that is. So moist and
Just
tender.
slides right through. All right, put a couple slices on there. That was a nice little thick guy. We'll put him by himself.
Like, look at that.
100%. And of course, everybody coming into the restaurant standing in line, they don't want to wait long enough for us to do this kind of fancy stuff, right?
Why not, right?
You'd think they
we need
would.
to sell some. We need to sell some wine, some champagne, get some alcohol sales going. We'll be
Yeah,
good.
next thing you know, we're doing a moose bouches over there. at the
Let's do
barbecue
it.
joint.
Yeah, we pretty much do with burn-ins, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, sample
it really
this.
is.
Yeah. Here's some turkey.
Right.
Have you had it before?
There you go.
Beautiful.
Okay, can I dig in?
Get one, man.
Like, you don't understand how much I
And
love.
it's messy on purpose. It's okay to be messy.
Well, this gives me hope because I feel like everybody's just caught up with barbecue as brisket. But you need to have fun again. Like, this is fun
Right.
Exactly.
and it's great. I can eat 3 more of them, but you get full off of one if you really need
Exactly. And it's a little bit more cost effective. Pork belly's not crazy expensive right now. After these videos, it might go up just like brisket did, but
to. I always like
The
that.
James effect.
there you go.
Yes, I love it. Well, we're going to get this cleaned up and then we're going to move on to the special side that goes with it, right?
Dude, casserole.
Yes.
Cannot wait. So we're back and I'm so excited because I love sweet potatoes.
Me too. I mean, this time of year, like we already said with the cranberry and everything else, it just fits. So today we're going to make a cranberry casserole. Oh, cranberry. Oh my God. All right, sweet potato casserole. And so this one, obviously lots of sugar,
I love sugar, don't tell my doctor.
a couple of eggs in there. We'll have the recipe in there along with the other one.
Awesome.
But obviously you start with, whatever kind of sweet potatoes you can get a hold of. It also works with any kind of other ones if you want to be really fancy and try to use the white Koreans or the Okinawa purple sweet potatoes.
This guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, too much again. But
I love
anyway,
it.
so with the sweet potatoes, you cook them however you want. Basically, you just want to get them soft and tender. You can cook them in the oven, you can cook them in the smoker, you can even boil them, however you want to do it. Just get them soft and cooked, right? Then once that happens, you cut them out, scoop out the flesh, and then you just mix them with all your other ingredients.
Awesome.
Obviously, this one's pretty standard. We're using our own house-made pork rub, and then a couple other really basic ingredients you can
Awesome.
get anywhere.
Now, did you? I see we've got an already done one here. So do you have to puree it or anything, or just mush it with a fork?
Again, this is all up to you about how you like it. I like mine a little bit chunkier, so you can just smash it up by hand if you want. Or this one
You're not
just
dirty anything if you do that.
exactly.
That's true. Less dishes.
Or you can use a blender or a mixer. It's
Okay.
just whatever preference, as long as you get all the stuff mixed in. The most important part, obviously, is that you get the egg incorporated into it pretty well, so that it all sets up when you bake it.
So in the egg, that makes it kind of souffle-y. Why the egg?
It does.
Okay.
So the egg is what helps keep it together when you bake it. The yolk and the white, when mixed with it, it's kind of like making a sweet potato custard almost.
Oh, okay.
So when it sets up, it's kind of like it's really silky smooth texture.
Ooh, nice.
And then actually, yeah, since you mentioned it, it does souffle up a little bit. It'll start to peak up. That's kind of how you know it's getting almost done. And again, just like the sweet potatoes, you can cook this one either in the oven in the house if you want, or out on the smoker since you're already
Smoker makes
cooking
everything more fun.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah. Gotta use a smoker. I don't care if it's a pellet grill either, just do it. Look at that color.
Well done. Oh, that's beautiful.
And if the wives are a little upset about you smoking in her fancy dishes, then you just go buy her another one. Keep using this one for other stuff.
Like, look, like literally.
It's got so much color to it.
I know.
It does. And you can see how it's starting to separate there, where it's
Yeah.
puffed up and it's starting to fall down. You get the smoke color and the smoke flavor.
And you can tell it's cooking too with a little bit cracks, right?
Uh-huh.
I love it.
And just, as always, this one's always up to your own personal preference. I like to use the biggest, fluffiest marshmallows I can get. And we just start stacking them all up on there. Yeah, exactly. So pork belly, burn-in, jam, kind of call it whatever you want. It's nice and sweet, but still has lots of barbecue flavor. I just take this, just drizzle that over the top.
This is like over the
Oh my
top.
gosh.
Like, this is over the top.
Well, I mean, what is Thanksgiving about, right? Like eating
Well,
yourself
this is your
into
combination
bliss.
of dessert and side. So for the people that say they don't like desserts, this is what you serve them.
Yes, exactly. Like you like barbecue, but you don't want anything desserty?
Right.
I got you. Well, there's one thing missing, and that's crunch, right? You have something crunchy on there. So we got these candied pecans. And again, if your smoker gets hot enough, you can do what I did and actually cook these in the smoker. Just a little bit of whipped egg white mixed with the pecans, and then topped off with some more pork rub and sugar. And then you get this little goodness.
So,
That's so pretty.
We don't have any spoons, so we're gonna come back, but
Stealing one.
Drew is gonna come get some up close before I come destroy this. So we'll be right back with some fresh spoons and forks.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space.
I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna try to get a whole marshmallow
No, okay. I want to see this.
with the sweet potato. I want the perfect bite.
All right, I'm going for just pecan. pork
So-
belly.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
No. Here we go.
Man down.
Oh, good Lord. Do we have napkins? Don't choke. If we have to give you the Heimlich.
It's going to be a marshmallow.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Oh, that's really good.
What's a little spice?
The rub.
That just
That's nice.
it just opens everything up. I'm
Yeah,
so
the hot
sorry.
honey that goes in there, too. I'm a big fan of hot honey with all kind of barbecue stuff.
And this is one of those things that you want to keep on coming for more bites. Like you don't want to stop.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, what's going on here? There's like so much going on in it. And then you're like, I just want to keep.
Like I know probably food costs would kill you, but like this would be one of the best sides in barbecue.
Oh, no, I'll just charge them more.
Do it
Pay for
because I would eat this every day. Thank y'all so much, and seriously, y'all need to go there. All y'all's locations great, but your Oak Cliff one just is dear to my heart. And like you can do a whole bunch of stuff in Bishop Arts.
Oh, Bishop Arts is, well, that's one of the reasons we picked it. It felt like the most not Dallas neighborhood. Like you can walk and it's an adventure in the day.
So go today, run, we're out.